What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our channel. This is your boy Cike. The race for who becomes Nigeria president come 2023 has started. Politicians are moving from one party to the other. The governor of Ebonyi State just left the PDP for APC. So guys, who do you want to be the president of Nigeria come 2023? Is it about zoning? Is it about tribe? Or where you come from? So leave your own opinion in the comment section. So in this video, I'm going to put a timestamp. If you want to skip the introduction, you're free to do so. So I'm going to play the clip of Buba Galadima, what he said to Arise TV this morning about restructuring of Nigeria and also the aftermath of Endsars protest. This man came for President Buhari and those that are governing Nigeria, why they clamped down on those they tagged Endsars promoters, freezing their accounts and going after them. We all know that presidency in Nigeria has always been between the north and the south. According to Buba Galadima, he said we will support candidates from southeast, but not Igbo presidency, This is what Buba Galadima said. He added, I have a lot of friends from the southeast. I can vote for any of them if they present themselves, but I am not agreeing to Igbo presidency. So guys, remember that Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was a ceremonial president in Nigeria during his time. Another prominent southeasterner that has come close to the presidency is Dr. Alex Ekwueme, who was a one-time vice president of Nigeria. It has always been between the north and the south. The Igbos, the southeasterners, they've not actually had the opportunity or the chance to be president of this nation, this great nation of ours. So it's not about tribes. Let's not bring tribal sentiment into it. It's not about where you come from. So I think the best thing to do is for other tribes to support those from southeast come 2023 so that there will be a balance in the Nigerian system of government. But actually it doesn't matter where the person who becomes president in 2023 comes from. What we are after is good governance and to give the people dividends of democracy. Do you guys agree with me or not? Please leave your opinion in the comment section. And if this is the first time you're coming across our channel, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not, share our videos with your friends and families. So Buba Galadima also spoke about restructuring of Nigeria, aftermath of Endsars protest, disbandment of SARS and formation of SWAT, guys. Disbandment of SARS and formation of SWAT with the same people. So Buba Galadima also expressed his disappointment in the present administration of this country. How they handled the Endsars protest. You guys know what transpired at the Lekki toll gate. So freezing of account of those Nigerians they see as Endsars protest promoters. And don't forget that the United Nations just said that people have right to protest. It's not as if this is the first time we're hearing it. They said people have right to protest if they see or think that the government is not doing the right thing. But Nigerian government is arresting people, clamping down on them, innocent Nigerians, and freezing their accounts. So Buba Galadima is saying that this is unconstitutional. So after this, we hear Buba Galadima live and direct. So please guys, don't forget to like our video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. That like button, please smash that like button. Very important. Smash the like button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
What's your assessment of the state of the nation? Within the context of the hashtag Endsars protest, how all of that has been handled and the way forward with regard to security reform, restructuring the country, and delivering better service to the people of Nigeria?
Well, Doctor, as far as I'm concerned, the Endsars protests had been an eye-opener. And even if there is nothing, there was one big achievement that after all, this government can quickly address people's feeling and urgently too. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have expected this government to say a word over what had happened. After all, they are human and their invincibility has been broken into pieces. Their pride and arrogance had been defeated by this young man. And I commend the young man for starting this Endsars protest, even though their primary goal of disbanding the SARS unit of the police, elite unit of the police, has not been achieved because it was only a change of name. All the personnel are there intact. There is no psychological reorientation to really address issues raised by these young men. But of course, thank God that the government responded out of fear, and they are jittery, running from pole to pole across the country. And for the first time that this government has sent its own ministers to their various states of origin to address the people. This we never had. So now, what does it mean? It means that if Nigerians stand up for what they believe in and is genuine, not out of primordial sentiments, but just patriotism to address good governance, that this government or any other government must respond appropriately. And I want to add quickly that what to do is for all of us in this country to stand up and ask for genuine, proper electoral reform, so that the votes of the people will count, such that the views of the people will count, that the needs of our teeming population should be addressed by whatever government that is in place. They have no such right, they have no such powers to block bona fide Nigerians from traveling out of the country, from accessing or having a window into immigration to obtain passports, or having their accounts been blocked. Blocked for what? What have they done? These young men were peacefully protesting actions or acts or omissions or commissions of government. Why do you, after you persuaded them, or after allegedly agents of government attacked and killed them, as rumors have it all over the country, why do you now follow them with this draconian disposition of blocking their accounts, stopping them from traveling? And that is not constitutional. The government should please, and I'm sending this message to Mr. President, whether he knows or he doesn't know, let him be shown what I am saying. His people have no right to do what they are doing. Please, they should desist and unlock the accounts of these young men, allow them to carry on with their normal activities as Nigerians. You cannot harass them. We are in a democracy. We are not in a military regime where the officer, the senior officer will tell you, look, Dr. Ruben Abati, do you see that fire? You say, yes, sir. Go and fall inside and die. And you salute him and say, yes, sir. You go and fall into the fire and die. This is democracy. Everything must be placed on table. After all, those in authority are our own servants. They are not our masters. They should take a cue from what we've told them to do. That is why we voted for them. They cannot load it over Nigerians. You see, I am a believer in restructuring, but I don't know the correct definition of this restructuring that people are clamoring for. Bringing state police and native authority police is because we have young men who have never experienced those periods in life. There is a reason why the native authority police or the state police were disbanded. I want to tell you and let the nation know that the emirs and chiefs that had native authority police are more humane than our present governors. If some of you make the mistake of having a state police, let me tell you that this is the end of democracy in Nigeria. Because people like me or you may never have the privilege to visit your own states if you have a different political opinion with the governors in those states. Even without state police, they use the national police to intimidate, to harass, to maim, and lock up opponents. If now these people are completely under their control, only God may save us. But we need to think deeply. There are a lot of things we can do to really ameliorate the situation. Look, you can't go from Abuja to Kaduna now. For the last 1 week, people are being kidnapped. People are being sold like ram in the market. They kidnap you. They sell you to another agent. You go 3-4 hands before you get released. And if you cannot raise money, you are shot. Look, we are in trouble. And this government, as Scholar Olagbadion has said, has promised us that they will provide security, and we believed them because the man at the helm of affairs had been a general officer commanding, had been a governor of a state, had been a minister, had been a head of state, military head of state, now a civilian head of state. He has all it takes to do what is right and bring about the end of insecurity in our land. Without security, we cannot progress, we cannot develop, we cannot move forward. These are the issues. The issue is not sentiment that when one thing happens, we rush to say we restructure. And I am not, can somebody please tell me what is this restructuring? I have got my own definition. And if there is a conference, I will sell that definition and it will be accepted by Nigerians, not in the manner and way certain people address these issues. Well, let me make 2 points. First, I had your discussion with the Kola Olagbadion over such issues. And I also went through this morning and found all those names you are mentioning. But the most important thing, Doctor, is that why do we do things just reacting or making a reflex over an issue that has just surfaced or is surfacing? We are in a democracy. Everybody is free to say his mind and forward his opinion on issues. I have a standing view for the last 42 years, from 1978 to date, on the issue of zoning. And I have attended various constitutional conferences, 1987, 1994, 2014. And my views are not hidden. If we are discussing democracy, and we are always quick to say that we should do as they do in Europe, we shall do as they do in America, even though I will now take out America, because they are becoming another Cameroon in the making, politically. If not, how can you say in a democracy you have to fix leadership? I can vote for any Southerner any day if that person has the kind of views or opinions or foresight or vision as I would want. After all, there is a president now from northern part of the country who is supposed to be a Muslim like myself. And I ask, what has he done to northerners or to my religion, having been one? I can't travel from here to Abuja. The day before yesterday, I left Abuja to go and condole the families of Alhaji Balarabe Musa. I ended up not visiting the house because I found out at 5:30 that the train will leave at 6. I was seeing the house, but I couldn't enter. I had to come back. And yesterday, traveled to Lagos and come back by air. These are the kind of situations that we find. If anybody, Dr. Ruben Abati, for example, can provide me security, economic prosperity, build roads, infrastructure, take my children to school, health services provided, why do I have to look for another Abu Bakr or Muhammad or whosoever? The issue is good governance. Let all of us Nigerians come up and address the issue of good governance as they had done in Malaysia. What is the basic minimum that our communities need, that our country needs? Let's agree on all those issues, and whoever we put forward as our choice must work by what we have designed to make Nigeria look like in the 4 years that he is going to be in power. We will start things that we can never dismantle. Just like you increase fuel price of commodities go up. They will never come down. It keeps on going. We have started with 3 regions or 2 protectorates, 3 regions, 4 regions, 12 states, 19 states, 21 states, 30 states, 36 plus Abuja states of the Federation. Yet, Nigerians are clamoring for more states. There will be no end to this. If you say you are zoning presidency to the north, next time people will say it should be zoned to regions within the north. They will say, let it be zoned to states. They will say, let it be zoned to local governments. In fact, Nigerians will ask for zoning of presidency to wards. There will be no end to it. What we need is we as Nigerians must agree that this is what we want Nigeria to look like. We work for Nigeria, not for tribe, not for religion, not for ethnicity, and not for where somebody comes from. If you zone this presidency to any place based on clamor, then it means that man is going to be there for only his own people. Is that what we want? We are crying of deprivation, nepotism that is being visited on Nigerians by this government. Now we want to go and bring people based on tribe, region, or ethnicity. Where is it going to end?
It's certainly not what we want, sir. We all want a meritocracy like what you have just described. To paraphrase Martin Luther King, where we don't judge people from, well, not the color of their skin, not the tribe that they come from, but the content of their character. However, some would argue, and I'd like you to address this argument, sir, that it's unfair to decide on this meritocracy now, that we should wait until the Southeast has had their bite of the cherry, and then we can start going into that. But that is unfair and it's an injustice for the 2023 presidency to not be zoned to the Southeast.
Do you want to be president?
Not at all. Heavens no. Absolutely not.
Why? You are Nigerian.
No, thank you.
You are Nigerian and you speak eloquently.
No, you're very kind, sir. Thank you. But no,
we wouldn't know. I wouldn't know your background, but at least from the way you speak, you are intelligent, you are eloquent, and you can do better to represent me at the African Union meeting or in the United Nations.
Thank you, sir.
You can. Yes, so the issue, I come from the Northeast, and I tell you we never produced a president. What will you tell me? What will you tell me? We have never produced one.
I would urge you to
So we are not marginalized.
Yes, I would urge you to wait for the best candidate. I prefer meritocracy, of course, but there are those who really do not.
This is why we presented one last time. You rejected him. We presented one last time. Atiku Abubakar is from the Northeast. He was rejected. You see, the issue is that it is not something that is enforceable by a constitution of the whole country, unless, of course, there is no freedom of choice, no section 44 of the Constitution. If there is, you can't do that. Let political parties do it as a matter of strategy to win election. I have a lot of friends from the Southeast. Oji Uzokalu, Governor Obi, Ikweremadu, Roches Okorocha, Dr. Ogbone Onu, and a host of several prominent Nigerians from that region. I can vote for any of them if he presents himself and carries the people. But I am not agreeing to a president from the Southeast. I am not agreeing to Igbo presidency because it is suspect. That is why I tell my friends, my Igbo friends, that please remove that language from your dictionary. There is nothing like Igbo presidency, but there can be an Igbo man that we can wholeheartedly support and fight for to become the president of Nigeria. But once you tribalize it, every Nigerian will now think, is he going to be the only president for Igbo or for Southeast alone? He has to be the president for Nigeria. Have you seen the philanthropic gestures people like Oji Uzakalu, Roches Okorocha, and others are doing in some parts of the country? Doesn't that qualify them to be presidents of Nigeria? Please, come on. We should stop that because once we say it has to be zonal, we started with zonal. You are president from Northeast now, and it will take another 36 years to come. It means for the years that you are going to be in power, everything has to be concentrated in the Northeast to the detriment of the other parts of the country. And that is not good enough. Nigerians should be forthright and truthful. We shouldn't be ingrates like what APC is doing by checking out those who have assisted them to get into power. Look at this Endsars. They accuse one of their own of having sponsored this Endsars. They now come back to say that that fellow is the one that is asking the police and the soldiers to kill people. Either way, we lose. We shouldn't run a country in that line. We should be large-hearted and accommodate everybody. And in the face of governance, you must make sure that you also see one of your own, however remotely. Today, nobody can even get promotion, according to rumors in the country, that without giving a bribe for him to be promoted. That you cannot. I have children, and I know they come to ask me for money to give for employment. I have 7 of them. With the doctor, with some of them medical doctors, some of them, all of them have master's degrees. They can't work because I have no money to give. Is that the kind of Nigeria that we are looking for? If you are talking of meritocracy, so I have to be in power or to be a House of Rep member or senator or governor or in the presidency for me to get my children get appointment. These are the kind of things that we will restructure.